Do you have the crescent moon on your hand? 7 things that will happen if you have. The universe is not outside of you. Look inside yourself. Everything that you want, you already are. Rumi. Did you know that a simple shape on your hand might hold profound clues about your destiny? Throughout centuries, hands have been seen as sacred maps, guiding us toward understanding who we truly are. And today, you might uncover something extraordinary about your path in life. If you've ever noticed a crescent moon-like shape when you press your palms together in prayer, this could be much more than a coincidence. This unique mark is believed to symbolize a deeper connection to universal energies, pointing to untapped wisdom, spiritual growth, and a life filled with purpose. In this Journey of Wisdom video, we'll explore the hidden meanings behind this crescent symbol. Rooted in ancient teachings and spiritual traditions, these signs are often seen as reflections of your karmic journey and your role in the interconnected fabric of life. What could this crescent moon reveal about you? For some, it signifies untapped potential. For others, it's a gentle nudge from the universe to awaken and embrace their higher purpose. Just as the Buddha taught us to look within for answers, this might be the sign you need to begin that journey. Every sign in life appears for a reason. Perhaps right now, this message is meant for you, to inspire you, guide you, and remind you that you're part of something much greater than yourself. The crescent moon could be the key to unlocking your potential and aligning with your true path. Stay with us as we dive deep into the 7 remarkable things that may happen if you carry this sacred symbol. This journey could be the first step to uncovering the purpose and fulfillment waiting for you. Don't miss it, because the universe never leaves its secrets unspoken for those ready to listen. Subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom now, and let's uncover the extraordinary meaning behind the crescent moon in your hands, together. Number 1. How to identify crescent shape in palm. To discover if you have this symbol, follow these simple steps. Step 1. Position your hands. Bring your palms together as if you're about to pray. Make sure your fingers are fully stretched out and aligned without any bending or curving. Your hands should meet naturally and evenly. Step 2. Examine the lines. Now, take a closer look where the lines of your palms meet. Focus on the area just above the base of your thumbs and below your index fingers. Do you notice a faint curved arc forming between the 2 palms? If you spot this crescent shape, take a moment to appreciate its presence. While it might seem like just a curious design on your hand, many believe it carries a deeper significance. Number 2. Meaning of crescent moon in palm. 1. Buddhist teachings and the crescent. Throughout history, various cultures and spiritual traditions have sought meaning in the subtle signs and symbols found in our daily lives. Among these is the crescent moon, often considered a mark of unique significance. In Buddhism, as in many other spiritual philosophies, symbols like the crescent are seen not merely as aesthetic details, but as indicators of one's alignment with the universal energies that guide us all. This alignment suggests a deeper connection to the mysteries of existence and offers the possibility of discovering our life's purpose. The crescent, particularly when noticed in one's palm or as a personal symbol, resonates with the energies of intuition, creativity, and transformation, acting as a quiet but powerful invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. The crescent is often interpreted as a symbol of spiritual calling. Its gentle curve mirrors the natural cycles of the moon, reminding us that life too moves in rhythms of growth, rest, and renewal. In Buddhist thought, this concept aligns with the belief in impermanence and interconnectedness. When the crescent appears in our lives, whether physically or metaphorically, it invites us to pause and reflect. This reflection is not about dwelling on what has been or worrying about what will be, but about awakening the divine spark within, the inherent wisdom and compassion that reside in us all. As the Buddha himself said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This teaching reminds us that our journey begins not outside but within, where the seeds of insight and transformation are waiting to bloom. To those who resonate with the crescent, 5 profound shifts are said to occur. First, it stirs an innate sense of self-reflection. This is not merely pondering our actions, but an invitation to understand the deeper layers of who we are and why we are here. Modern life often pushes us to focus outward on achievements, possessions, and relationships. Yet the crescent nudges us inward to reconnect with our authentic selves. In doing so, it helps us peel back the distractions that obscure our clarity and purpose. As Thich Nhat Hanh wisely observed, the way to achieve happiness is to stop running and turn around to embrace the present moment. This act of turning inward, symbolized by the crescent, can open pathways to inner peace and joy that no external success can rival. 2. The crescent often signifies the awakening of intuition. Have you ever noticed a crescent moon on your hand? This delicate shape, like a luminous arc bridging the visible and invisible, carries profound meaning. It symbolizes the awakening of intuition, a gift often overlooked in today's fast-paced, logic-driven world. In a society that values data and analysis over subtle inner wisdom, intuition, the quiet, guiding voice within, may seem elusive or even unimportant. But have you ever paused to wonder what could happen if you truly embraced and trusted it? The crescent on your hand is more than a mere mark. It's a reminder of this deeper connection to yourself and the world around you. Intuition is not about predicting the future or reading minds. It's about sensing what aligns with your authentic self and making decisions with clarity and confidence. The crescent encourages you to trust that inner knowing, to let go of doubt, and to move with the natural flow of life. As Buddha so wisely said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." When you listen to your intuition, you align with the present, where life's most authentic opportunities and joys unfold. Doesn't this idea feel liberating, like a weight lifted from the endless cycle of overthinking? The crescent teaches us that intuition isn't loud or forceful. It's a whisper, a subtle nudge. But when you pay attention to this voice, something extraordinary happens. Life begins to flow effortlessly. Imagine navigating challenges with a calm sense of certainty, finding harmony even amidst chaos, and feeling more connected to your purpose. Have you ever experienced moments when everything seemed to align perfectly, as if guided by an invisible hand? That's the power of intuition at work. Now, let's consider this. Why is intuition so undervalued today? Is it because we fear the unknown, or because we're too distracted to hear its call? The crescent reminds us to pause, breathe, and reconnect with the present. It invites us to slow down and trust that not everything requires explanation or logic. Sometimes the heart knows what the mind cannot grasp. As Lao Tzu said, "At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want." What if embracing your intuition is the key to living a more balanced, peaceful, and fulfilling life? If you have the crescent moon on your hand, take it as a gentle sign to listen more deeply to yourself. What does your intuition say about your next step, your relationships, or your dreams? This doesn't mean abandoning reason, but blending it harmoniously with inner wisdom. Imagine what's possible when both mind and intuition guide you hand in hand. So, the crescent is not just a shape, it's a bridge between logic and instinct, between the seen and unseen. It's a reminder to trust the quiet wisdom within and move forward with courage and clarity. Are you ready to embrace it? What might happen if you simply let go of doubt and trusted yourself? The answers, as always, are already within you, waiting to be heard. Three, connect more deeply with the cycles of nature and life. Have you ever noticed the crescent moon's delicate curve and wondered what it might reveal about your journey through life? The crescent, often seen as a symbol of beginnings and renewal, holds a profound connection to the cycles of nature and life. Just as the moon transitions through phases, waxing with brightness and waning into rest, so do we. The crescent on your hand, or even your reflection of its meaning, invites you to harmonize with these rhythms. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, where the hum of machines often drowns out the whispers of nature, this symbolism feels like a callback to something essential, something real. Let me tell you a story to bring this to life. Once there was a young artist named Mira who lived in a bustling city. She felt trapped in a constant cycle of work, deadlines, and the endless scroll of social media. One evening, while walking home, she noticed a crescent moon shining above. Its quiet beauty made her pause for the first time in months. Intrigued, she started researching the moon's cycles and discovered their connection to our own lives. Inspired, she began aligning her routines with these phases, working passionately during the waxing phase, resting during the waning phase, and reflecting during the new moon. Slowly but surely, Mira found herself less stressed, more creative, and deeply connected to the world around her. The crescent moon had taught her to flow with life instead of fighting against it. This flow mirrors the lessons of the crescent on your hand, urging you to embrace change and the natural ebb and flow of your energy. Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly listened to your inner rhythm or paid attention to how you felt during different times of the day, week, or even month? Much like nature, we are not meant to be constant. There's beauty in the waxing energy of new beginnings and equal grace in the quiet retreat of introspection. When you learn to honor these phases, you create space for balance, joy, and deeper connections with others. The crescent is also a gentle reminder to cultivate empathy. By understanding and honoring your own cycles, you'll naturally begin to notice the rhythms in those around you. You'll recognize when someone needs encouragement during their waxing phase or compassion during their waning moments. This awareness fosters stronger, more meaningful relationships and builds a sense of community and shared humanity. How often do you take the time to notice the needs of the people in your life? Could this practice deepen your bonds and bring you closer to those you care about? When you embrace the wisdom of the crescent, whether you see it as a sign on your hand or feel its symbolism in your life, you're stepping into a more intentional way of living. Life becomes less about resisting challenges and more about flowing with them. Instead of being overwhelmed by obstacles, you begin to see them as part of your growth. Just as the moon returns to its fullness after each cycle, so do you. What challenges in your life right now might you see differently if you embraced this perspective? The lesson here is simple yet profound. Learn to live in harmony with your natural rhythms. Recognize when to push forward and when to step back. Trust that every phase, whether it feels full of light or shrouded in darkness, has its purpose. This understanding not only reduces stress, but also helps you cultivate mindfulness, empathy, and balance in all aspects of your life. If you've watched this far, you're already uncovering the fascinating mysteries of the crescent moon on your hand. Comment below with "Moon Magic" to affirm your curiosity and connection to this incredible journey. Don't go anywhere. There's so much more to reveal about the 7 things that could shape your life if you have this unique mark. Stay until the end to unlock the full meaning and potential hidden in your palm. 4. The Crescent, symbol of resilience and renewal. The crescent, a timeless symbol of resilience and renewal, serves as a reminder of life's boundless capacity for transformation. Much like the crescent moon heralds the beginning of a new lunar phase, its presence in our lives whispers the profound truth that even amidst the darkest nights of struggle or uncertainty, new beginnings are always on the horizon. The crescent teaches us that resilience is not the absence of hardship, but the courage to navigate it, turning moments of adversity into opportunities for growth and wisdom. Life mirrors the phases of the moon, ever-changing and in a constant state of flux. This perpetual cycle of change offers us a powerful lesson. Instead of fearing what lies ahead, we can approach it with curiosity and an open heart. Embracing change means recognizing that every ending, no matter how painful, is but the seed of a new beginning. In Buddhist philosophy, this is akin to the concept of anicca, or impermanence, which teaches us that clinging to the past only deepens suffering. As Haruki Murakami beautifully said, "Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional." The crescent urges us to transform our pain into wisdom, reminding us that every challenge carries the potential for profound renewal. This symbol also speaks to the resilience inherent in all of us, a quality often overlooked in the hustle of modern life. In a world that prizes constant productivity and outward success, we are often conditioned to view setbacks as failures. But the crescent reminds us of a deeper truth. Our true strength lies in our ability to rise again, to adapt, and to learn. The crescent moon, waxing slowly towards fullness, reflects the power of patience and presence in our journey of renewal. In today's fast-paced world, resilience is more relevant than ever. Whether it's navigating the challenges of relationships, careers, or personal growth, the crescent teaches us that even in our most uncertain times, we have the ability to begin anew. Consider the story of a lotus flower, which grows beautifully out of the mud. Like the crescent moon, the lotus reminds us that our struggles are not barriers, but stepping stones towards self-realization. When we embrace our imperfections and lean into life's ebbs and flows, we align ourselves with this universal rhythm of renewal. Moreover, the crescent encourages us to cultivate hope, which is often the first casualty of hardship. Hope is not a passive feeling, but an active choice to trust in the possibilities of tomorrow. It invites us to be patient, knowing that just as the moon waxes from a crescent to full brightness, our lives too can blossom in their own time. This perspective can be grounding when life feels overwhelming, reminding us that we are always in a process of becoming. Incorporating this wisdom into our daily lives means shifting our mindset to view challenges as teachers. Instead of resisting change, we can welcome it as an integral part of growth. When faced with difficulties, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow stronger? In doing so, you embody the resilience of the crescent moon. As the great Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "No mud, no lotus." This simple yet profound truth illustrates that the beauty of life often arises from its messiest, most difficult moments. To truly honor the crescent's message, we can also adopt mindfulness practices that keep us grounded in the present. Meditation, journaling, or simply pausing to reflect can help us find clarity amidst chaos, allowing us to see life cycles as opportunities rather than obstacles. The Crescent reminds us that while pain is an inevitable part of life, we have the choice to transform it into wisdom and compassion. Each day becomes a chance to renew our commitment to growth, connection, and self-discovery. In the end, the Crescent symbolizes more than just resilience and renewal. It is a guidepost for living authentically and courageously. Its quiet light reminds us that even in the shadow of uncertainty, we are never truly lost. By embracing its wisdom, we step into the rhythm of life with grace, turning every challenge into a stepping stone towards a brighter, fuller version of ourselves. And as the moon returns to fullness, so too do we, carrying with us the strength and serenity born of embracing life's ever-turning cycles. 5. Responsibilities and opportunities. Did you know that the crescent moon on your hand might carry a deeper meaning about your potential and the path you are destined to walk? It's not just a fascinating symbol or a coincidence, it's a reminder, perhaps even a calling, for you to live with intention and embrace the opportunities life presents. But let me ask you, have you ever paused to think about why such a symbol might be there in the first place? What could it be urging you to notice about your life, your choices, and the direction you're heading? The crescent moon on your hand is far from passive. It's not a mere decoration or something that appears by chance. It's a symbol that calls for your active engagement and a deeper connection to your inner self. Just as the moon reflects light, this mark may be reflecting something profound about your nature, your independence, your authenticity, and your ability to align with a higher spiritual purpose. In the same way the crescent moon in the sky inspires poets and dreamers to look beyond the ordinary, the crescent on your hand invites you to embrace your individuality and step into a life that feels genuinely yours. The way is not in the sky, the way is in the heart, Buddha once said, reminding us that true purpose isn't found in external things, but through introspection and intentional action. Could it be that this symbol is nudging you toward the path of self-discovery? Imagine what might happen if you began to align your daily actions with a sense of purpose, not just moving through life out of habit, but by making each choice with mindfulness and clarity. What might change? What might grow within you? The crescent moon also speaks of independence, not the kind that isolates, but the kind that empowers you to walk your path authentically. It suggests that you have the inner strength to trust yourself, to stand firm in your values, and to pursue the life that resonates most deeply with your spirit. This is not always easy, is it? But as Lao Tzu once said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That first step might be as simple as listening to the quiet voice within that urges you to live more in tune with your truth. Are you ready to take that step, or are you holding back out of fear or uncertainty? The crescent moon whispers that you're capable of so much more than you might believe. And let's not forget its spiritual calling. In Buddhist philosophy, everything we do has the potential to bring us closer to enlightenment or take us further away. This symbol could be a reminder to align your actions with a greater purpose, whether that's through kindness, compassion, or simply being present in your daily life. When you pause to consider what truly matters, you begin to see how your small choices ripple out into the world. Could the crescent moon be a sign to live with that kind of intention? What if you began each day with the question, how can I do good today? How can I bring a little more light into the world? The crescent moon on your hand is an invitation, a quiet yet powerful reminder to live authentically, embrace your independence, and connect to something greater. It's there to inspire you, to guide you, and perhaps even to challenge you to become the best version of yourself. So, what will you do with this gift? Will you see it as a coincidence, or will you take it as a sign to embark on a journey of self-discovery and mindful living? After all, as Buddha said, your work is to discover your world and then, with all your heart, give yourself to it. Will you answer the call? The crescent moon waits for your reply. 6. Creative and transformative power. The crescent moon on the palm is more than a mark. It's a symbol deeply rooted in the realms of imagination, creativity, and transformation. This unique feature carries an energy that fuels the ability to manifest abundance and prosperity, often becoming a guiding light for those who possess it. In many ways, it acts as a gentle reminder of one's innate power to create, lead, and inspire. The crescent, much like the moon itself, reflects the phases of growth and renewal, reminding us that we are all capable of profound change and reinvention when we tap into our deeper selves. Those with the crescent moon are often equipped with an extraordinary capacity to think beyond boundaries, using their imagination not just as a tool for personal success, but as a source of hope and motivation for others. People with this mark are frequently seen as natural leaders, radiating a sense of purpose that draws others toward them. They have an almost magnetic ability to heal, not just in a physical sense, but emotionally and spiritually as well. Their vision is their strength, and their leadership often stems from their capacity to see possibilities where others see obstacles. This gift allows them to guide others through life's challenges, much like the moon lights up the night sky, providing clarity and direction in the darkest moments. Their leadership isn't authoritarian, but nurturing, as they inspire others to unlock their potential and contribute to a greater collective good. As Lao Tzu aptly put it, "A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, 'We did it ourselves.'" Those with the crescent moon embody this principle, offering guidance and support in ways that empower others rather than overshadow them. Creativity flows naturally to these individuals, often turning them into visionaries who see the world not just as it is, but as it could be. Their minds are fertile ground for innovative ideas and transformative solutions. They approach life like artists approach a blank canvas, not constrained by limitations, but inspired by possibilities. Whether in their careers, relationships, or personal pursuits, they consistently find ways to bring beauty, meaning, and prosperity into their lives and the lives of others. This creative energy is not about competition or proving worth. It's about tapping into the universal flow of abundance that becomes accessible when we align with our true selves. In modern life, where many struggle to balance creativity with practicality, these individuals show us that it is possible to blend both, creating lives that are not only productive, but also deeply fulfilling. As Albert Einstein wisely observed, creativity is intelligence having fun. At their core, these individuals possess a transformative power that extends beyond their personal spheres. They understand that true abundance is not merely material, but also emotional and spiritual. They uplift those around them, reminding others that they too hold the power to change their circumstances and create better futures. This trait makes them invaluable in a world that often feels disconnected and disheartened. They demonstrate that change begins within, showing through their actions that the smallest ripple of positivity can create waves of transformation in society. Their ability to manifest abundance is rooted in their belief in possibility, much like the teachings of Buddhism remind us that our realities are shaped by our intentions and actions. As Thich Nhat Hanh once said, Because you are alive, everything is possible. In today's fast-paced and often stressful world, the message of the crescent moon is clear. It's time to rediscover the creative and transformative powers that reside within all of us. Whether you have this mark on your palm or not, its symbolism is a call to embrace your imagination, trust in your leadership abilities, and believe in your capacity to inspire and uplift others. Take a moment to reflect on how you can bring these qualities into your own life, creating a ripple effect that spreads positivity and abundance to everyone you encounter. By doing so, you align yourself with the universal truths that the crescent moon represents, ensuring that your journey is one of purpose, growth, and shared prosperity. As the Dalai Lama so beautifully said, "Just as ripples spread out when a single pebble is dropped into water, the actions of individuals can have far-reaching effects." Let the crescent moon remind you of your potential to be that pebble, sparking waves of positive change wherever you go. Seven, role in relationships and healing. The crescent on your hand has long been associated with emotional depth and a remarkable ability to connect with others on a profound level. If you have this crescent, you might find that people naturally gravitate toward you, trusting you with their stories, secrets, and vulnerabilities. It's as though this mark makes you a beacon of empathy, signaling to others that they are safe in your presence. You may not even realize it, but your ability to listen and understand goes beyond the surface. Think about a time when a friend or loved one poured their heart out to you, how you were able to hold space for their pain without judgment. That's the magic of emotional connection, and the crescent enhances this ability in ways you might not have recognized before. Let me share a story to illustrate this point. There was a woman named Mira, known in her community as someone people turned to during their toughest moments. Despite her quiet demeanor, she had a warmth that could dissolve the hardest of barriers. Once, a neighbor who had suffered a great loss came to her doorstep, overwhelmed with grief. Mira didn't offer solutions or try to fix the situation. Instead, she simply listened, her eyes filled with understanding and compassion. Over time, this neighbor found strength again, crediting Mira's presence as the spark that helped her heal. What Mira didn't know was that she carried the crescent moon on her palm, a symbol of her innate gift for emotional healing and creating a safe space for others to rediscover themselves. This ability isn't just about helping others through their challenges, it also extends to relationships. If you have the crescent on your hand, you might notice that your partnerships, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, often carry a unique depth. You have a natural talent for nurturing bonds that allow others to feel seen, heard, and valued. This doesn't mean relationships are always easy. In fact, your heightened sensitivity can sometimes make you vulnerable to absorbing others' emotions. However, your capacity for empathy often leads to stronger connections and mutual growth. You might ask yourself, how often have I been the person who others turn to in their darkest hours? How has this gift shaped my relationships and, in turn, my own emotional journey? The crescent also symbolizes an ability to guide others toward healing, not just emotionally but spiritually as well. You may find yourself drawn to roles where you can help people reconnect with their essence, whether through mentoring, caregiving, or simply being a source of encouragement. This isn't about grand gestures or heroic actions. Often, the most profound healing comes from small, consistent acts of kindness. Imagine the power of being a safe harbor for someone adrift in life's storms, a role you're uniquely suited for if this symbol graces your hand. But what does this mean for you? If you recognize these traits in yourself, it's important to also take care of your emotional well-being. Empathy is a gift, but it can become overwhelming if not balanced with self-care. Take moments to recharge, reflect, and nurture your inner world. Ask yourself, am I giving too much without leaving room to replenish my own energy? How can I set boundaries that allow me to offer support while maintaining my emotional health? The crescent moon on your hand isn't just a mark. It's a reminder of your role as a healer, connector, and safe space for others. Embrace it, but also remember that your well-being is just as important as the care you provide to others. Use this gift wisely to strengthen relationships and foster growth, both for yourself and those around you. As you reflect on this, let this be the takeaway. Your ability to create meaningful connections and inspire healing is a rare and beautiful quality. Treasure it, nurture it, and share it with the world in ways that uplift everyone, including yourself. After all, the greatest strength comes from recognizing and honoring your own light, as much as you honor the light in others. What does the crescent moon on your hand mean to you, and how can you use it to bring balance, love, and growth into your life and the lives of those you touch? Thank you for joining us on this fascinating exploration of the crescent moon on your hand and its profound meanings. We hope this journey has inspired you to reflect on your own potential, your connection to the universe, and the opportunities for growth and wisdom that lie within. If you found value in this video, please like, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom for more insights like these. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Together, let's continue to uncover the mysteries of life and walk the path of wisdom and inner peace. Thank you for being part of this journey. Until next time, take care and keep exploring.